Everywhere a whitetail goes, it leaves behind signs of its passage. Tracks and other deer sign provide a wealth of information to those hunters who know how to read deer sign. I'm Wayne LaRush, and this is the TRACKOMETER. The TRACKOMETER is a handy and easy to use tool designed to estimate the weight of whitetail bucks by measuring the width of their tracks. Most every whitetail hunter looks at deer tracks, but not all of them can actually read deer tracks and interpret the stories that they have to tell. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the TRACKOMETER. You may have heard or read that you can't tell how big a buck is by its tracks. I'll tell you that's generally not true. I've measured hundreds of whitetail bucks taken by hunters in the Northeast and found that there's a good relationship between the width of a whitetail's hooves and its weight. Using the data that I collected, I ran statistics and designed the TRACKOMETER scales that now provide a way to directly estimate a deer's weight by measuring his tracks. The TRACKOMETER has separate scales for rear and front hooves. Whitetail bucks weighing more than 150 pounds generally have front hooves that are wider than the rear hooves. The TRACKOMETER scales estimate weights ranging from 90 to 250 pounds because this is the weight range of bucks that I was able to measure. To use the TRACKOMETER, look for a track with toes spread by about 1/4 inch or about the width of a pencil, which is normal for tracks made by walking deer. Don't try to measure tracks having widely spread toes. The readings will overestimate the deer's weight. Place the jaws of the TRACKOMETER into the track and open the jaws of the caliper until they exactly span the maximum width of the track. If the track was made by a walking deer, read the weight estimate from the rear scale. If the track was made by a front hoof, read the front hoof scale. TRACKOMETER estimates are usually accurate to within plus or minus 10% of the deer's actual dressed weight. Most of this error is associated with the annual cycle of weight gain and loss experienced by whitetail bucks. It's well known that bucks can lose 20% or more of their weight during the rut. The TRACKOMETER provides an objective way for hunters to compare and gauge the size of whitetail deer by their tracks. I've written a guide to tracks and tracking entitled Tracks of the Whitetail Buck that provides more than 60 illustrations and many tips and details about tracks and tracking. If you're interested in learning more about reading deer sign and tracking whitetails, take a look. To learn more, visit www.trackometer.com.